Q&A. Let me turn on the live chat so I can see everybody and all your beautiful comments. Someone in the Discord, please, can you queue up the comment section? I don't know where the announcement went on Discord. Let me go ahead and tell them. Let's see who shows up. Let's see if the notifications go out as they are supposed to. Saw, dude. I'm just going to go ahead and tell the Discord chat. Stand by. We are live on YouTube. Starting late today, Jory, eh? Lunchtime. I'm about 20 minutes late. We start at 11 a.m. I'm about 20 minutes late because I had to make sure that I had a proper cuppa. A proper cuppa. I am drinking Pike's Place cold brew right now. We're gonna go ahead and ask everybody what they're sipping on in a moment. You guys, you guys know the deal. Can one of my moderators or anyone on the Discord chat, please, link me the comment section, or the link to the video, I mean, so that I can sync it up. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube, actually, because it would just be very convenient that way. Oh, found it. Thank you, guys. You guys freaking rock. Just so I don't have to touch the camera, you know. That's no British cuppa. All right, guys, so we have like 37 people here already. We have, let's see who's here. Bryson Hager, certified T3 bot and moderator. Maze Cat says, yes, sir. Khalid from Toronto. Jonathan Stoddard from Louisiana. Tony P. Kloss, Burger Slayer. We love Burger Slayer. Certified T3 bot. And Lonsdale says he's digging the new shaved head. Thank you so much. This is actually a bit long for me. I'm going to shave it again today after the live stream. Dean, certified Teeth Rot, says, and good morning. Rant permit reissued. You know, Dean and I have we have an agreement that he reissues the rant permit every week. It's something that I have to re-up. So guys, Ian Falconer says, hey Geordie, from Scotland. Joe H, Max versus Pixels, Jonathan Hernandez, what's going on, everyone? We love you. Okay, so before we truly begin, I do want to take a moment. I'm not trying to bring the room down, but it is the 20th anniversary of September 11th, a very difficult time for many of us. A very uncomfortable time, a time that brings up a bunch of different feelings, and without getting, this is really not a political statement. I do want to just take a moment and acknowledge all the people whose lives were lost and all the people who lost loved ones, whether it be people you know, people in your family, people you've heard of, fellow countrymen. You know, this set off kind of a chain reaction in the world. You know what I mean? The actual attacks happened and then everything else after that. There's kind of a pre-9/11 life and a post-9/11 life. And even though I was, you know, around 11 years old when it happened, I still remember how different life was before. And then, you know, it's just a very difficult time for a lot of people out there. So I just want to take a moment and acknowledge all the heroes and everyone that you know, has lost a loved one today. So let's just never forget. All right, guys. Cheers. All right, guys. So I did not mean to bring the room down, but I also didn't. We can't not we can't not acknowledge that. So let's have some fun today. That's what they would have wanted us to continue living our lives, partying, having fun, and being free. And that's what we will do today on the Saturday Q&A. So let's bring it up, guys. Let's have a good time. What's everybody sipping on today? Because we have a bunch of other viewers here. I already mentioned it. I'm sipping on some Pike's Place cold brew, nice and black, bitter. Comment in the comment section what you sipping on, baby. Baby boy, baby girl, it don't matter. What are you sipping on? I need to know. Dean is sipping on palm juice. Nicholas Oliphant is having a few cold ones. Amen. It's Saturday. Why the heck not? Am I right? Mayscat is sipping on some black tea. Raven Skyler, some good old Pepsi Cola. Ooh, how depressing. Sipping on a caramel macchiato. Kevin, some good old apple juice. Klaus had some coffee. Jonathan, just Coca-Cola. Andrew says water. Cold water. Tom Mulrooney says Estrella. Spanish beer. I'm trying to do an Irish accent, but I can't. Yair is sipping on some Earl Grey. If I have to drink tea, then Earl Grey is my favorite, if I'm totally honest. And Cade is sipping on some Welsh tea. I have something for Cade. For all my fellow Welshmen out there. Cade, this one's for you. My coaster in my office. For all my fellow Welshmen. Alright, guys. So, let's get some questions going. It doesn't have to be about watches. It doesn't have to be about, I don't know, what beat frequency is the best between this ETA or this Salida. No, it can be about anything. It can be about junk food. It can be about anime. It can be about cars. It can be about, I don't know, fashion. I don't know why you would ever ask me about fashion because I'm the least fashionable dude on earth. But we got to get some questions going before the 10-minute mark because you guys know what happens at the 10-minute mark. You guys already know what happens at the 10-minute mark. I don't even have to tell you. You guys can show you can show it all in the comment section if you want. Bryson with the super chat says, who makes the best black t-shirt? Interesting question, Bryson. I do. That's right. At the T3 shop, we have an amazing death metal t-shirt. You can get it in black or white. It's actually my favorite shirt at the shop right now. Let's go take a look, shall we? If you guys want a dope death metal t-shirt, The Witching Hour. Check it out. Who makes the best black t-shirt? This guy. Click that link, pick up some merch. Joe H says, powerlifting. I subscribe because I like watches and weightlifting. God. Oh, hashtag still jacked in the comment section. Hashtag still jacked in the comment section. Let's go. I'll kick it off. Still jacked. Baby. Put it in the comment section, people. I want to see it. Ever thought about changing your beard style? Absolutely not. Maybe from long to longer. Do I think Demon Slayer will still hold it down in Season 2? Tech Shark asks. Well, I'm going to be honest. Mugen Train, which is supposed to be the kickoff for Season 2, was kind of a tearjerker, guys. It was kind of a tearjerker. Gonna be honest. I don't want to give out any spoilers, and please don't spoil it in the comment section. Don't be one of those guys, I'm gonna be funny and edgy and spoil it for everybody. But it was a bit of a tearjerker. So, it was an incredible film, guys. Mugen Train, Demon Slayer. So, if that's any indication of how season 2 will go. I think it's absolutely still going to hold it down, and I think Demon Slayer is amazing. Car question from Cade. What's the hot hatch scene like over there? Currently driving a Megane RS 250 myself. So we do have a hot hatch scene, but it's mostly like Focus STs and Fiestas, and then we have some dudes with like GTIs, and we have some dudes with like older STI hatchbacks. But here's the thing that upsets me is, are you guys familiar with the Mercedes A series? So within the last 2 years, America, like the US, I don't know if all of North America got it. So I don't know if Canada had it already, but the US had the US just got the A series 2 years ago, okay? And I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, Mercedes Europe announced this really cool Mercedes hot hatch AMG A series, and the car world went like crazy. We're like, oh my god, that's going to be so sick. Everyone absolutely will love this car. It's functional, it has space in the back, but it's still kind of this smaller hot hatch. And we were just stoked. And then Mercedes announced they were not going to release the hatchback version of the A series in the US. And that's a huge bummer, because I saw an A series AMG 2 days ago, actually driving with Connie, and I was like, okay, so now they're starting to make the AMG Sport versions of the sedan, the small sedan, but they're not making the hot hatch version in the US yet. They're not bringing it over. Will they bring it over eventually? We will see. But what's the hot hatch scene? I suppose it exists with like VWs, some older Subarus, and even some Hondas and Fords. But the truth is, I would love to see some of these more European hot hatches come over here. But let me be clear, guys. These companies all do a ton of focus groups, and they spend a lot of money on marketing. So I suppose whatever market research they did dictated that it wouldn't sell very well here in the US, which I think is a bummer, because I would buy one. If it came here, the A series AMG hot hatch, I would definitely buy one, because I think it's amazing. Taco asks, top 5 upper body exercises. Okay, so are we talking about compound movements or like full body stuff? As a power lifter, it's hard for me not to say like bench press, right? That's what everybody wants to say. How much do you bench? How much do you bench? Guys, can we just acknowledge my traps are kind of popping right now, by the way? They're not as big as they used to be pre-COVID, but my traps are kind of popping, and I'm gonna just take a moment to acknowledge that. Top 5 upper body. So, okay, push press. Push press is like number 1. For those of you who don't know, that's a standing military press, essentially, but it's very, very strict. It's not, I'm going to be honest, push press is actually not as strict as a standing military press. It's strict on the downward movement, but on the upward movement, you can actually use a little bit of hip thrust. The ladies love hip thrust, guys. Push press is number 1 if you really want to build power in your thoracic girdle. And bench press, you just have to do it whether you like it or not. Bench press was my worst lift out of the big 3, squat, deadlift, and bench. Bench was my worst lift, but you still have to do it. So push press is number 1. We're going to go with bench press to take up the 2nd spot. I still need 3 more. So here's just a tip for you young guys out there, okay? I know, I struggle to say movement as a watch guy. Isn't that funny? That was, you caught me there. Number 3 would have to be face pulls. For those of you who don't know, if you spend a lot of time overloading your anterior delts, okay? For those of you who spend a ton of time benching, for those powerlifters out there that get impingement in your shoulders, that have really bad mobility, guess what? You don't have to stop benching. You just have to start building up the back part of your deltoid, okay? Your posterior deltoid back here. And what you do is face pulls. You got to start doing face pulls, and that really helps your I'm telling you, it really helps your shoulder impingement, because what happens is when you build up your chest, it starts yanking on your anterior deltoid, which starts pulling literally your humerus forward. And then your scapula lifts and everything gets really impinged. And that's why a bunch of powerlifters don't like benching, because everything hurts. If they spent some time doing some face pulls, that would really open everything up, get everything really back in place. So that's number 3, face pulls. Number 4, if we have to do some more hang cleans, I don't really, hang cleans are a lot of hips as well. So I'm not really going to consider that upper body, because you're cleaning that from a hang. So you're using a lot of hips. Let's see. Dare I say, is this an upper body exercise? Dare I say? Farmer's carries. I know farmer's carries, you're walking with it, but it's all about grip, baby. Ladies love a good grip. I'm telling you guys, farmer's carries. Even if you're not walking, all right, pick up the heavy weight and stand there with it. Build up your grip strength. That's got to be number 4. You're only as strong as your hands, guys. That's got to be number 4, farmer's carries. Just a handful, dude. Anything more than that is just a waste. And then number 5, because we've covered shoulders, shoulder impingement, we've covered grip strength, we've covered benching, and we've covered like shoulder power. Guess what? Guess what number 5 is going to be, guys? Shrugs. You gotta do shrugs, baby. Woo! You gotta get those traps popping, Venom style. You feel me? Come on, you already know. Cheers. Shrugs. You gotta do it. I'm telling you. You want a good deadlift? Start shrugging. I don't know. I used to call them I don't knows when I was in college. I don't know. And now the traps are popping. Great question. All right, guys. So we're a little bit past the 10-minute mark. We're actually almost at the 20-minute mark, so I'm a little bit late on this. And the people that weren't here for the live stream are going to be a little bit upset, but that's too bad because they weren't here for the live stream. So let's go ahead and take a moment. We're going to pause this. Taco already knows. Wave time! We love you. All right. Even if you're not here during the scheduled time, even if I tell you every week that we do a live stream every week at the same time around 11 a.m. Pacific, even though we would love to have you here to kind of banter with us and hang out and say hello and maybe even rip on me a little bit, that's perfectly fine. We love it. Even though these live streams are probably the best part of the channel, it's fine. It's fine that you didn't make it. All right, I get it. You don't live in an area of the world that 10 a.m. Pacific is convenient. You might have kids. You might be working at this hour. I've heard it all. All right. The truth is, though, we get around 3,000 viewers after the recorded live stream, which if those 3,000 people just hung out, it would be like super popping. But we love you, so we're just going to wave. All right, the comment section's already waving. We love you. We see you. I see you. You're just chilling, watching the live stream. You just want to oh, that person commented such a funny comment. Oh my God, look, there was a troll and T3 reacted to it. Oh my God, that was so funny what T3 did. He did a little outburst. Whatever. We wish you were here, because then you could have enjoyed it yourself. But for now, you'll have to watch it during the recap. Sheesh! Alright guys, back to the live stream. We love you party people. Let's get some questions going, yeah? Whatever you guys want to talk about, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Did I ever wrestle? No, jiu-jitsu. Which is the oldest watch in my collection? I think my great-grandfather's Elgin Small Seconds is probably the oldest watch in my collection. I think I made an episode about it. Favorite band? This is a very difficult question. I think Between the Buried and Me. Yeah, I think Between the Buried and Me is probably my favorite band. But I have so many favorite bands, so yeah. Psycho Fu, certified T3 bot. Favorite guilty pleasure watch brand? This is a great question. A watch brand that is like, I don't want to admit that they make some like really cool stuff. You know, I'm pretty honest with you guys, so I don't really know what I feel, what I like. You know, I don't feel... I don't have guilty pleasure watch brands so much as I have guilty pleasure watches. Do you know what I mean, Psycho Fu? Like, there's watches that are my guilty pleasures because, like, I hate the brands they come from. But as far as guilty pleasure watch brands, there's not so many of them, except for maybe Panerai. Like, Panerai, I own a Panerai, and I used to really like them, but right now it's really difficult to like them as a watch collector. So I would say my favorite guilty pleasure watch brand would have to be Panerai. They make so many mistakes. They're kind of the laughingstock of the Swiss powerhouses, and they've done a huge disservice to their own legacy. So I think I would have to pick Panerai as a Panerai owner. Okay, so let me be clear, as a Panerai owner. Lee Bishop, when are you and Connie having a little Jory? I don't know. We'll practice making one tonight, though, I'll tell you that. Whoa! Bad Matt! Hi, Jory. I secured my Grail watch, the screen-accurate Skyfall Bond watch, Aquaterra in blue. Heck yes, baby! Mazel tov, Bad Matt. We love it. We love to see it. Enjoy. Jimmy, Shield, favorite workhorse movement. The Sellita SW201. Why? Oh my god, why? Why did he pick the Sellita? Oh, what? 28,800 VPH frequency. Shock resistance. Accuracy. Hacking. Hand wind. Oh, it's Swiss! Fits into a ton of watches. Accommodates a date complication. The Sellita SW201 is the only correct answer when it comes to sourceable workhorse movements. Super easy to find parts, super easy to work on, very, very inexpensive relatively. Taco, that's not really a workhorse movement because the 7C46 in the tuna isn't sourceable for other companies. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to find a micro brand with a 7C46. So that movement is absolutely a powerhouse. The 7C46 is the craziest movement ever. But that's not really what I would consider a workhorse movement. A workhorse movement is a movement that's been in a ton of watches, that gets relied upon for a ton of watches, that is generally sourceable. The 7C46 you will never see in another watch except for a Seiko diver. Joel Taborski, certified T3 bot. Royal Tiger says practice does make perfect. Hey, baby! Pen 15 gang! Mark D, when are you going to come to England? I cannot wait. When traveling's a little bit easier in the world, we're definitely going to, Connie and I are definitely going to go over there because we have to meet up with Lee over in Wales. So I'm going to do a big UK meetup. Can't wait to go to London. I want to go to the English countryside. I want to go to Wales. I want to go to Scotland. And I even want to go to Ireland. I want to have proper fish and chips. I want to have good Indian food because we can't get good Indian food here. I want to have a proper fry-up. A full English. I want to have a full English. Beans and toast, baby, the English way. I want to go to Wales. Almighty if you're not a wank, if you're not a mank, you're a wank, right? I'll go to Manchester. I will go to Manchester as well. I mean, if I'm doing a UK meetup, you guys have to come meet us, right? So I don't know where the good places are. I don't know. I want a proper fry-up, guys. A full English. And fish and chips. And a fried Mars bar. And good Indian food. Traveling Nomad, greetings from the land of absolute vodka. English breakfast is heavy. Dude, we literally eat, like, do you know what Americans eat for breakfast? Like a proper American breakfast? It's like 10 pancakes smothered in butter and syrup. It's like a half pound of bacon, a slab of ham, like probably 4 cups of fried potatoes, like 6 eggs, toast, and I don't know, gunpowder. The American breakfast is very hearty, so don't worry. And biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and country gravy, baby! Good old American boy. Cheerios and bad coffee. I like Honey Nut Cheerios. It's just funny when someone's like, the English breakfast is heavy. It's like, dude, do you know what we eat in America? Denny's refers to the American breakfast as the Grand Slam. Because your heart is getting slammed when you eat that. Good Lord, I gained 3 pounds hearing that. Favorite international cuisine? This is hard to say. Because I like a lot of food. But okay, so favorite international cuisine will probably exclude like the food my mom makes, right? Because like I always say that my favorite food is like my mom's home cooking. That's what I grew up on. That's what got me this. You feel me? So we gotta acknowledge mama's cooking. But we're gonna exclude that for international cuisine, right? My favorite international cuisine, it's probably between Korean and Chinese. I'm gonna be honest, dude. But I also like Mediterranean food a lot. Like kebab and rice. See, dude, I'm gonna list like 9 countries here. It's not fair, dude. It is not fair. But like Korean food, because I really like tteokbokki, and I really like Korean barbecue. So like I don't know how you can really beat that. But then I really like Chinese food, and I'm not necessarily talking about like, you know, what you get at Panda Express. I'm talking about like a hot pot and noodles and like dim sum and dumplings like Din Tai Fung and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I if we're talking about like hot pot and dim sum and dumplings and stuff, I might have to go with Chinese. But like I also love Italian food and I love Mediterranean food and man, come on. But Korean food bangs, dude. You guys have Korean food? Roar of Tiger says, by the way, Jory, when you encounter bacon in England, don't be surprised to encounter a slice of ham with lots of fat on the edges. Yeah, so we call that Canadian bacon, essentially. A big slab of ham in the U.S. is just Canadian bacon, and it's not as good as bacon. A Monk 93 had Mugu Gai Pan last night. You know Mugu Gai Pan is, if you say it in Mandarin, Mo Gu Gi Pian means sliced chicken and mushrooms. Isn't that interesting? But Americans just call it Mugu Gai Pan. But Mo Gu Gi Pian, I think, means sliced chicken and mushrooms. The more you know, people. The cultured time teller. It is what it is. Exactly, and then in Canada, it's not Canadian bacon, it's pea-meal bacon. I remember when I first heard a Canadian say that, I was like, that's Canadian bacon. Why don't you just call it bacon? Taco says, it's almost as if he has a Chinese girlfriend. Yes. Even Canada is ashamed of their bacon. Thoughts on the Longines Big Eye? Let's take a look, dude. Longines Big Eye, baby! I think they have one in titanium now, don't they? Yeah, they came out with one in titanium, if that's what you're talking about. They have this, so okay, the Longines Aviation, excuse me, Big Eye, titanium with the Fume blue dial. Absolutely gorgeous. Has like a textured fume dial, very, very bright and vibrant in the center towards the spindle, and then kind of carries over just through the subdials, and then the chapter ring quite dark. And then patinated indexes and handsets. So if you guys aren't into that patination faux patina, then this is probably not the watch for you. Check that out. Love it. People are telling me, let's all give a shout out to Christina. Kate says, Jory, can you give a quick shout out to Christina? I don't know who Christina is, but what up, girl? Christina, I'm sorry I'm taken, but you keep calling me and you keep texting me, and I don't know what to do at this point. So, yeah, is what it is. Oh, Christina Applegate? Yeah, she keeps calling me. And I gotta tell her to stop. You guys remember Married with Children? Speaking of Christina Applegate, when I was younger, I didn't really understand the show, and then I rewatched it when I was like in my early 20s, and I was like, yo, this is the funniest show on earth. And it'll probably be even funnier now that I'm in my 30s. So that's a show that it has aged so well. Lee Bishop says, new G-Shock is coming first since January. My watch buying has been drier than a nun's. We can't say that. That was the show of my youth. Yeah, Married with Children is it is. Joel Tborski says, the new Samurai King Samurai from Seiko. What do you think, Jory? Is it worth it? I hope so. I bought my brother one. The King, Seiko King Samurai. Seiko King Samurai. White dial? Oh yeah, this is the white dial with the check grid and the Cyclops. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, if you're looking for a white dial diver with a like nice detail on the dial and a Cyclops on the date complication, you know, non-watch collectors don't really pay attention to that stuff. I don't know if your brother is an avid watch collector or not, but they don't really complain about things like the Cyclops or things like that. So, yeah. Taco with a very interesting question. Do the ECU tuning laws F you over any of your plans with a car? So, no. I do have some of my cars tuned, but they're not going to be able to detect it, so I don't really care. I'm not worried. But yeah, California ruins everything. And now they're trying to crack down on cars that have any modifications to the ECU, which is the car's computer. And I do have some tunes on some cars. Not going to state which ones. And whether or not California will find it has yet to be seen, but they won't. They won't find it. Batmat says, hey Jory, have you heard of Shellman watches? They make high-end quartz watches, including grand complications. That's interesting. I have not heard of them. Send me a link, Batmat, and let's get one on the channel. Lee Bishop says, Jory, gotta pop smoke, mate. I'm in work tomorrow, you know, I need my 8 hours. Love Connie. Penny says, hi, and kisses to the cats. Give Penny a hug for me and tell the cats I say hello. Gotta love it. We love you in Wales, Lee. We love Wales, I should say. Rick Green, certified teeth rot. Watch collectors are like, the chapter ring is misaligned. Non-watch collectors are like, what's a chapter ring? Bo Backwoods, Jory, you need a Porsche design watch. I do, but it would have to be one of the older ones. You know, one of the ones from the 80s. The current ones I'm not a huge fan of, but never say never. Like, I would like, I'm trying to think of which one. I would really like one of the IWC made vintage. They made some really cool cushion case ones in the 80s, I think. 80s, 90s. For Porsche. So I would definitely rock one of those. Don't California my Texas. Amen. I love that we went from talking about, what was the first thing we spoke about? We spoke about weightlifting to arguing about bacon to now talking finally about watches. See, this is why the Saturday live stream is probably the most valuable part about this channel, and why no other YouTubers do this. It's because it is too off the walls. You need someone actually crazy to be able to manage this just firestorm of content. This is very funny to me, though. I don't think we've ever sat back and done a play-by-play of like what goes on in the live streams. Is it time for speaking in tongues? See, this is what I'm talking about. And it bums me out, guys. I'm playing with my mustache because I'm thinking. This is my tell that I'm thinking. Okay. This is what bums me out. If more people showed up to the live streams, I think it would be... I don't know if it would actually be a disservice to the channel, because maybe if other people joined in that weren't the regulars, they'd be like, whoa, this is actually really weird, and we don't want to be here anymore. But I think if more people joined in, it could get even more hype. Because I don't think people fully realize what we do here on the Saturday morning Q&As. Because I think when I say that it's a Saturday morning Q&A, some people think it's literally just me being like, oh, Salitas are better than ETAs and here's why. Oh, well, actually, the beat frequency of this old value made it so the service intervals were a little bit too intensive, and that's why the watches that utilized that movement didn't sell well. Oh, well, actually, if you look at how the trip lock system works on a Rolex, it's a little bit harder to actuate by 2 foot-pounds worth of torque in comparison to just their double lock system. But it's not that. We literally went from talking about weightlifting to bacon to who would win in a fight. I think I saw a question where someone asked if their grandma could beat up Steven Seagal, to talking finally about watches. And we haven't even done the flat moon or the speaking in tongues or asking for your parents' credit cards. We haven't even done that bit yet. Like, it's just crazy. Sam Ray's like, unsubbed. John, certified teacher, do you ever use resistance bands? I started using them, getting some great results. So here's the thing. Oh, dang. Up the counter, baby! This is number 5! How many times have I flexed? I think this is the 5th time. Okay, so when the gyms were all closed back in 2020 for a year, guys, can you up the counter? The flex count? I think we're at number 5. Boom, baby! So when the gyms were closed all throughout 2020 here in California, I had to buy kettlebells, and I had to buy resistance bands and like sandbags, and I wore my plate carrier, and like I ran around. So do I ever use resistance bands? Yes, absolutely. And I think there is a definite way to kick your own butt with them. However, after a year of not being in a traditional weight room, I packed, once the gyms opened, I packed those resistance bands so deep in storage somewhere, I don't ever want to see them. Because it made me appreciate the weight room so much, dude. Demonetized as per Joel, too much guns showing. Jory breaks resistance bands. How about the new Venom movie? David, I am Venom. Look at these traps, dude. This isn't CGI. Gato isn't here doing crazy edits. This is real life, baby. Does this count as a flex? I don't know. Jory uses tires as resistance bands. Could you imagine being that strong? Because tires have metal cables in them. Bad Matt, I cannot say that on the live stream, dude. I legitimately cannot say that on the live stream, but it's true. But it is true. But it's true. But it's true. I can't say it, but it's true. Sam Ray! CGI glasses and beard. I knew it. Cade from Wales says, instead of moon phase, can I get receding hairline phase? I already have that complication, guys. I already have that complication. It is what it is. Joe says, Gato isn't here, but every time you take a sip, the water sound plays in my head. Yep, the potions. Whoever knows what game that's from, come on. Come on. Too much testosterone, Bad Matt says. You know it! Should we bring it to number 6? Should we? I'm not flexing yet. Nah, we'll wait on it. Taco says, Gato has to edit the traps with the T3 videos so we can see the background. Flex counter is getting to its limit. Sam Ray, certified Teeth Robot, says, still waiting for Jory's OnlyFans. Is it 10:16 fun time? Uh-oh, are we gonna start speaking in tongues, guys? Gong gang! Gong gang! It's the motherfucking Gong gang! Yo, can we get a hashtag Gong gang in the freaking Gong gang, baby! It's time for Gong gang! Gong gang! Gong gang! Gong gang! Let's do it! Guys, can we put one hand in the air real quick? Can we put one hand in the air? To the sky. Let's get one hand in the sky. Please! I said, please! As we anoint this holy gong in front of the T3 congregation, as we look to the sky filled with the blessings of the flat moon, as we raise one hand in the air, as we like to thank you, O reptilian god. O reptilian god that sends the NIST signals to our atomic G-shocks that, quite honestly, are overpriced in comparison to the non-atomic models. As we raise our hands to the reptilian god that blesses this gong, I hope to inspire. I do declare, I said. I hope to promote. I hope to ignite the flame. The vibrations of the gong within the gong gang congregation. I do declare, I said. I hope to let the gong resonate within the people of the round earth. I said, so that they may be inspired to live a good life, so that they may be able to live their day to day without worry, so that they may be able to find strength within weakness, to find resolve within fear, to be able to keep on pushing even when they want to stop. No, you will not stop, oh holy gong. Giving us the power of the flat moon. I ask my congregation to find it within your parents' purse or wallet. I ask my congregation to go inside your significant other's purse or wallet and find the credit card and find the numbers on the front. Don't forget the security code on the back, I do declare. Type it into the super chat window and send us a super chat so that I may be able to get a Rolex 1016. I do declare. Gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang in the comment section, please. Can I get an amen? I said. That is the longest bit I think I've ever done on a live stream. I think I've earned some super chats. Woo! We got some super chats from the Gong Gang. Speaking in tongues, baby. Batman with the super chat says, you know what time it is. I cannot resist the orology preacher. Gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang. JB with the super chat says, preach! Gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang. Can I get an amen? Sam Ray certified teeth rep says, my son's not going to college, but Jory's getting a 1016. It's more worth it. EM certified teeth rep says, I don't know how you can do this with a straight face. Hey man, I don't know how these southern preachers do it without a straight face, but they do it. You just call me Jim Gong Eel, baby. Claus says, amen, brother. Gong Gang by Lil Yachty. John, the credit card numbers do lead you to salvation so that we can all meet on the flat side of the moon. Can I get an amen? I just want to be the next Joel Osteen. A southern accent. A southern accent and some southern charm, I do declare. May I impregnate you with the love of this gong? That sounded like I'm gonna get demonetized. Gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, gong gang, moon watch. Jory Rolex. Also, I am wearing the Mount Sinai watch, so that's kind of religious, right? Rise, brothers, we will anoint this earth with the love of the flat moon, the reptilian god of the 1016 gong gang. John, I need to take you out for dinner first. In the name of AP and Patek and Vacheron Constantin, I would love to show you how much power you receive from the flat moon reptilian god of the 6062 gong gang. JB says, preach, Bama, roll tide. Gong gang, roll tide. Michael Schumer says, I just joined. What the heck is going on? More like, what the heck is gonging on? Am I right? Gong gang, gong gang. Hashtag gong gang. What's the difference between a normal G-Shock versus an atomic one? The price. Oh! Gong gang, Jory bangs something on live stream. Yeah, Connie joins in on the OnlyFans part, but you gotta pay more for that. Whoa! Traveling Nomad says, getting one step close to the Grails is what's going on, baby. Gong gang. Gong gang. The day Jory gets the true 1016 is when we break the Matrix. Wear only one watch to eternity or drive but one car forever. Do you mean own one car or drive one car? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I would just take a Porsche and just have all my watches. There you go. Own and drive one. Okay, so yeah, Porsche and just all my watches. So one car and then a bunch of watches. Oh my gosh, Samurai, so you're trapped in the car. That makes it a little different. I would not want to be trapped anywhere for too long. But I am but a mere lizard man looking to find his way in the world. EM, Certified Teeth Rot. What would define a watch as a Grail in your opinion? Is it strictly price, also rarity, age, material? So it's not Okay, this is subjective. This is not an objective thing. There's no objective Grail, right? Everyone has different. It's what you deem to be attainable or unattainable, right? The Grail is something that you. The Grail is like your white whale. It's like the one thing. Price probably does have a lot to do with it, right? It's the thing that you're always searching for and is kind of out of reach, and then you hope to one day attain it. And that shifts. That shifts in your life, because there are watches that I thought were grails for me that I never thought that I'd be able to attain, that I did attain, that I did eventually attain. And then that kind of raises your scale, right? That kind of changes what your parameters a bit. I hope that makes sense to you, right? So when I first started collecting, and there were some watches, you know, like the Cartier Tanker, even the Reverso, I never thought I'd be able to get one. So those were definite grails for me, because I was like, I'm probably not going to be able to get one of these, but I really love them, and I'm going to hunt for them, and I'm going to try. And then when I got them, I was like, okay, those were attainable. Let's kind of boost our desires. You know, the old saying, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough, right? So you gotta think of the craziest watch that you want and double it. What is the like, dude? The Rolex 6062 is kind of unattainable. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be very, very hard for me to finally get one. And that's kind of what makes it an ultimate grail. Like but the Creator HE2, porcelain dial, spring drive movement, crazy finishing, yeah. That watch is insane. It's, you know, you can find them for around 50 grand. Do I have 50 grand that I can just allocate towards a watch right this instant? No, probably not. I would not do that. However, that's like 1,000,000 times more attainable than the Rolex 6062. So because I probably wouldn't go out and buy a Creator HE2 right now, but it's a watch I really, really want, I do consider that Creator a grail. But the truth is, I could probably sell one of my cars and get that watch if I wanted to. Whereas, like, the Rolex 6062, I could sell everything I own and probably still not be able to get one. Unless I sell my body. Then I could probably get whatever watch I want. But I'm not willing to do that. So, yeah, I think the Grail is something that you don't have, that you're just really, really hunting for and is just out of reach. But that's you know, that's what makes this fun. It's the thrill of the hunt. It's going after something. Everyone needs something to hunt for. Keeps you going. So. When are you attracted to leather straps and then switch to bracelets back and forth? Okay, so I kind of do it backwards. Most people wear their most people wear their bracelets during the hot months and straps during the cooler months. I do it the other way around. I actually tend to wear my bracelets more in the cooler months because I find wearing metal bracelets in the heat is more uncomfortable because your wrists swell and it just makes the watch more tight on your wrists in the heat, that is. So for instance, in the summer I don't wear my Rolex Explorer 2 that much on the Oyster bracelet because it's just kind of uncomfortable. But when it gets rainy and cold out, I do really enjoy wearing my bracelet watches because they're just a little bit more comfortable. So it's just, I mean, personal opinion. But I think most collectors out there wear bracelets in the summer and wear straps in the winter. Matt Rain says, I do the same thing. Wrists don't change much in the winter. Exactly. Yeah, it's just, it's whatever you personally feel comfortable with. Kumar, nice to see you, bro. Yeah, AZ, that's what I'm saying. Can't wear rubber straps in Phoenix. It's just too uncomfortable. It's like an immediate heat rash. I don't like it. But guys, we've been here for an hour. And I want to thank you not only for the super chats, we really do appreciate it, but just for hanging out, guys. It's just a whole lot of fun. All these inside jokes. It's insane. I have a favor to ask, and it's not going to cost you anything. Tell some other people about the Saturday live streams. Invite someone else to join the Saturday live streams, because it's a whole lot of fun, and it's probably my favorite part of the channel, and I would love to see... I mean, dude... We have like almost 170,000 subscribers, so it'd be fun to see, you know, even a point of a percentage of them to show up would be very, very fun, and it is truly something I look forward to, because, you know, I am as honest as possible. I mean, I'm as honest as I can personally be during my episodes, but the episodes aren't as off the cuff and aren't as like freeing as the live streams. I can be a little bit more crazy. I can be a little bit more out there. I can say things just that I feel just off the dome. And so I really, really, really do love it. And I thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me. And just, yeah, my guy Jory's off the rail, you know. So, guys, thank you so much. I love you, each and every one of you. Even if you come here and you don't have a question, or even if you come here and you just want to shoot the beep, you know, you just want to talk some trash, you want to troll a little bit, it's all fun, guys. Uh-oh! We got another gong gang! Gong gang! Love you guys. Thank you so much. So, here's where it gets a little serious, all right? Because I know some people are dipping out. Today, more than ever, tell someone you love them, guys. All right? Today is an anniversary of a very difficult time. So, please, tell someone you love them today. More than ever. And that's kind of the first rule. Tell someone you love them. Get out of your comfort zone, and tell yourself you love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. So I'll kick it off. I love you, each and every one of you, for hanging out with me. You could have been anywhere this Saturday, and you chose to spend some time with me, and I don't take that for granted. So thank you so much. Love you guys. And yeah, tell someone you love them today. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Little dab for you guys. Take care. Love ya. Stay blessed.